man, I just knocked the other camera out of sync. Right, okay. Are we ready to roll or not? What do we reckon? Hi, sorry. Picture of my beautiful son there. Sorry, I like to play to the best audience in the world. Pictures of my children. Everyone I look. So this is going to be, I think this is take 6. I've just done the slope. This is called Sands. I guess the reason why will be pretty apparent as we go in. See if the microphone is still hissing. I think that's a yes. Thank you. Now I've been playing this one. I wrote this an hour ago. This is take... actually, it might be take 6. A faster version. I do apologize for the sound mix, but there's a lot of lyrics that came to me really fast just now. It all came out in one go, just down onto the page. They were scrolled down and they haven't bedded themselves into my brain yet. So I'm going to try a faster version if the arm will let me. Just need it to start working. Sitting there counting my sins. He said, I've seen high scores before, but yours surely wins. I smiled, I lived short, but lived it to the full. I got no regrets as I feel the greatest pull. Ran through my memories one by one. Lovers, friends and enemies, all are now done. They offered me identity, but I chose not to know. I only want empty slates when it's time to go. I asked the oracle what'll be my fate. She said that's still the subject of academic debate. Have you got any proof of who you are? I showed her a folio of a soul cloaked in scars. The executioner stood there, tears in his eyes. He said, my next act won't come as any surprise. I told him not to worry as he lifted his blade. I've walked this way so many times I'm no longer afraid. I tried to think of good times when my eyes could see. All I saw were vacant frames where my face should be. Everything was long ago, even today. You only view things clearly when your mind's in disarray. I felt my mother's hand so cold to the touch. She gasped, I bequeath you pain, and I'm leaving you so much. Spend it wisely, she laughed, and she died. The road's been rough, but I've enjoyed the ride. Beauty came to me in as soft as a dream. She said, I know 1,000 ways to make a man scream. She put me to the test and found she spoke true. She said, your tears enchant me, I'll be back more for you. Nobody I met let me know their real name. This way they informed me, you won't know who to blame. They'll dismantle you if you let them get close. So I told them what I didn't need was what I valued most. Every morning always starts the same. Early warning signs and fingers pointing with shame. Pulpit vagabonds decry you from on high. I ask some more, what kind of God lets children die? I stood before the council of hatred and lust. I spat a line in the sand and sneered, do what you must. I still recall the hills glinting in the sun. I walked away whistling, see how they run. I came upon a burning bush and listened intently. You don't stand up to scrutiny, I smiled, letting it down gently. I passed my own outline, drawn in white chalk. I peered inside the cave and thought, if these walls could talk. You can hear I love you till the phrase starts to chafe. Standing alone's the only time you know that you're safe. Time waits for no one, but I made it hesitate. I'll call it a draw as I crawl through the gate. You never know until you do the playback. Well, I don't have time to do the playback these days, which is why I'm uploading more. If you don't like my chatting, you can turn off now because I'm finished. The session's finished, so I'm just going to talk a little bit now. Although I completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, you never know until playback what you've got. But as a musician, when you play, when you hit a chord sequence, does that sound like B sharp to you? I'm speaking in B sharp for some unknown reason. Come here, come to me. Come to me. You stand there. How's your day been? Tell me all about it. Really? Oh, dear. Really? I'm sorry about that. I get so. Yeah, you hit a chord sequence and it is just, Lou Reed said it. That's, you hit a certain riff and your finger, feel it, the fingers, the tendrils of the music seeping down into your nervous system and manipulating you in ways that you cannot imagine. I always feel sorry for non-musicians who don't get that kind of feeling. And it's like Lou Reed's own song, Sweet Jane. If you hear that riff, your feet are going to tap and you can't stop it. So that sounded pretty good in here. That's a song called Sands, and I guess you gathered what it's about, if nothing else from the last line. I'll call it a draw as I crawl through the gate. And Dylan and Emily, my beautiful darling children, you know by now that Daddy has been stricken down. The rest of the world you can turn off, so my beautiful children are 10 and 11 years old. Sorry, Dill. You just turned 12. Well, 5 weeks ago now, but I still think of you as 10 and 11. I still think of you as the babies you were, actually. I don't think you've ever seen this, Dylan. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. I found it 2 days ago and I printed it off yesterday. That's you. And you're my first Christmas bib, so you're 5 months old there, I'm going, he's bought me what? He's bought me a piano. This guitar here I bought for my son on his 2nd birthday. It was taller than he was, We adults here in the parties, and we'd done all the presents and everything. I got back. I went over to the garage and got it and come back through. As indeed is the amplifier. It was an electric guitar set and an amplifier. And my son, of course, I unwrapped it and he's doing what everyone does, doing the strings and everything and giggling at the noise, And all the others going, how much did that cost, And why have you, he's 2 years old, why have you bought him a full-size electric guitar? They completely missed the point. A, because I wanted to. B, because, no, I had to wait. I think I was 23 before I could afford my own guitar. I was having to bum them off of people, so getting hand-me-downs to play at gigs and everything, because I was homeless until I was 22, 23, somewhere around there, I guess. I'm just bumming around, concerting and everything. But the main thing is, look at him. He knows. The first time he's trepidation, but he does that. Ooh, that makes a noise. That's not the little tin pot xylophones, they were getting ding dong, ding dong, ding. and every one of the plates is flat. You know, you go, dunk, 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 you know. 3, 9, minus, 5, blind mice. 3 tone deaf mice would be more appropriate, you know, so he does that. Giggling and laughing, but, you know, and then you go. It just triggers something in your brain and takes it all through there. Do you know what? I've completely forgotten what I was saying now. Yeah, Dylan Nedley. The main point to take from that song is that Daddy's still working through right to the end, okay? And I get through your smiles and your love get me through the day, and music takes it from there. And then dream of you at night, and hopefully they'll take me through to the next day, okay? So it's all good, okay? It's all good. I'm not working in a Venezuelan sweatshop. I'm not a Uyghur Muslim. Fate can be unkind, but you have to look for what you actually have. And you have to stare deep into the countenance of your soul and take stock from that. And that's what that song is about. Anyone who's not my children, take from it what you need to. Peace and love, people. And now I'm going to go for correct.